Hello everyone, Brian Stewart here from Jeep JK Universe with my very own 2008 Jeep JK Unlimited. Wrangler X. I'm pretty sure there was nothing fancy about it when I bought it. 97% of the upgrades I've done myself, so I figured in this series we would review some of those upgrades and maybe get some input from you guys on what I should do in the future. Now today we're going to be reviewing the Rough Country 3.5-inch series lift. I know 2 days after I had it installed, I was in Stevenson, Alabama, riding with a group at Busted Knuckle Off-Road Park. Easy, moderate to hard trails, rocks, hill climbs, a little bit of mud. I mean, they had it all. Matt from Busted Knuckle Films, great guy. He was down there recording. But let's start with some of the pros and cons of this lift kit. Now to start, this kit does come with new shocks, new springs, new control arms, new brackets. It does not come with a steering stabilizer, but it does come with all the necessary brackets to line everything up. And in the rear we have new springs, new shocks, new brackets. Also comes with the spring corrector plate. And as you can tell from that bottom shock, I've not cut it any slack. All in all, in general, I was extremely happy with the look. I was extremely happy I could fit 35s no problem. Then I started finding some flaws. So, on to the cons. Now, con number one of this Rough Country 3.5-inch series lift. I thought it was strange that it did not come with the rear control arms. I thought that was strange. My personal preference doesn't really matter. Con number two. First thing I noticed when I was leaving the shop, feels like it's a little light in the rear of the Jeep, like it's kind of floating around. Now I've been told that is the Rough Country shocks. Supposedly that's their weak link. But I know it performs good off-road. I can get used to a little swaying when I turn the steering wheel. That's no big deal. Now, con number three, I don't know if you can see it from this angle. I believe you can. But after a month, the front end has started to sag. Now I am running a 12,000 pound winch, a Rough Country aftermarket bumper, but it's sagged. To me, it's pretty dramatic. About 1.5 inches, 1.75 inch sag on it so far. Hasn't hurt the off-road performance of it one bit. Last weekend, just 4 days ago, I was down at Coppinger Cove in Sequatchie County, Tennessee, and that was nothing but rocks and river crossings, and it done just great. But the look has suffered. 1 month after buying and having this Rough Country lift installed, it started sagging. Now I did call Rough Country because to my knowledge, Rough Country has a lifetime warranty on their parts. And they did offer to fix it. They've sent me coil spacers, and I will add a picture of them in the box, which is going to be installed tomorrow to see if we can correct everything. Now this is the box I got from Rough Country. Shipped and everything for free. Comes FedEx. My new front coil spring spacers. Con number 4. I did notice that the boots of the front drive shaft have been shredded. I actually had to cut them off. Well, that big one I had to cut off. The smaller one up at the transfer case kind of ate itself up. I didn't notice until today that that is a disclaimer on the website. It's talking about oversized drive shaft. Mine's just a factory drive shaft, but it did eat it up. It has not affected the performance yet. I don't like the fact that the boots are gone, because now everything can get to and corrode my drive shaft, but maybe that's my fault. I didn't see the disclaimer. See if I can get up here to show you the other one. Right there. See the angle? Not happy with that. In conclusion, do your research, but more importantly, if you're doing a budget build from a poor working man like myself, Rough Country is the way to go. Now, if your budget allows for a Terraflex or a Rubicon lift, by all means. My budget allowed for a Rough Country. I do have issues. They're not major. Rough Country has a lifetime warranty. For me, it was a no-brainer. And I am very happy with the way Rough Country performs off-road. And that's really what matters to me. And this is my daily driver. This is my daily, and it's my weekend warrior. And as it is right now, she does great for both. I got Rough Country to thank for that. But until the next one, this is Brian Stewart with Jeep JK Universe. That's my pros and cons of a Rough Country 3.5-inch lift.